skirt, sit back and observe. I just left a game.
We all know the frozen tundra looks more picturesque in some snow, right? But how about some rain instead? That's what we've got in the forecast today here in Green Bay as we welcome you inside historic Lambeau Field. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. People had this game circled this week. Two of the best teams so far squaring off here in Week 5. Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Thomas on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's not going to make it. No, stop him short. So expect a punt coming up here on fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think for Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They'll run it with Swift. And this is going to get them the first down. They left the offense out there, and it's going to stay out there as they convert on 4th and 2. Even in short yardage, Brock probably took quite a bit of belief in your offense there to make that call to go for it.
Well, let's see. Belief, confidence, swagger, some really big guts, all of it. But they made it pay off.
Yes, they did. The throw is Williams. Andrew Cooper. First sack here after they had 4 and that loss last week.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Working on second down. He's in trouble again, and he's going to go down. Second time on this opening series. That's another one for Cooper. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down. Now Williams. And nobody can stop these guys. They are on him for a third straight play. Micah Parsons. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Going to bring up fourth down. And it ends up a good return for them. Up past their own 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Red, cycle. Claws red. 6, black ultra.
Love going to air this out to start. Cut down the field, Golden. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 30 yards. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. To the air with Love. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On second down, Love. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And he knocks it out. So they found him deep, but the defender makes the play, separating him from that touchdown, Brock. He's going to send him back now for third down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
They'll throw. Third and long. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a fourth down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
Finds a seam down the middle. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
But it brings up third down.
Now here's Williams. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third, it's long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Fourth down, Williams escapes the pocket. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And on fourth down, they're going to come through. 11 yards there. They've got the first down. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Here's Swift on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Williams to throw. And that throw's broken up, incomplete. It looked like he had it until that hitter arrived. It's going to be 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Love now. Gets it downfield. On target to Watson. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. And that yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Love looking to pass. He's got it inside the 10. And in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden. His 4th through the air this season. That one right down the middle. And they take a 10-0 lead here in our first quarter. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. So they expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. And from their own side of the field, they're going to risk it here on 4th. Williams set to pass. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, they rocked him on that throw, and that's going to take most of the power out of it. Ball doesn't even get back to the line. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. On red. Yellow. 22. Green. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Back to the air. Love. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Down. Second.
number 20 of his NFL career. That one splits the uprights. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Bears nothing. Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's out of bounds, up across the 25.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they've got a first down. Give them a gain of 13 on that previous play. So fresh set of downs now from 39.
First down, Chicago.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Hit as he makes the throw, and that's going to sputter to the ground. So that's going to bring up second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Williams will look to throw. And they come up empty on that third down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
On fourth down, it's Williams. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
17 yards. First down, Bears.
Here's Williams. Forced out to his right. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And it's Parsons again. His second in this game. That makes it now an even dozen for the season.
I know it's always dangerous to do math in the booth, but 2 sacks a game would shatter the NFL record across an entire season. But as unrealistic as it is, you almost expect it out of this guy. He is just off to a phenomenal start.
To the middle, Loveland hauls it in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to Colston.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Running for it, it's Swift. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Going to run again with Swift. And he won't even come close to getting back to the line here. No shot at converting. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Love now to throw. This is a heater going deep. Has it down close. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden. Make it 2 now in this game, 8 on the season. That one right down the middle. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
Packers 24. Bears nothing.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Looking quickly here.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they get the first on a 3rd and 13. What a call to extend this drive. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. First and 10 now from the 46. Swift now from the pistol. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Slot man motioned over. Swift gets it again on 2nd down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Staying grounded with Swift. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Sacramento lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
That's completed right side. Defender is there to finally make the stop, but not before the play goes for 27. And that gives Green Bay the 1st down.
7 yards. And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
There's Love to throw. Finds the in route complete. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. To the air with Love. That's caught at the 4. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. Got his man in the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Then it's Christian Watson, his 7th of the season. Extra point attempt coming up.
For the extra point.
Now the weather not affecting him, Brock, as this is up and good.
Makes the score.
And they just keep adding to their lead.
Bears nothing. Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's Thomas on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, I think we all knew they were going to be aggressive from the